pronounced
Yes.
right? You're a realtor, huh?
I am.
How many years you been a realtor?
Going on 5.
Are you from Miami?
I sure am. Born and raised.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do a little history of you.
Okay.
Elementary school.
Oliver Hoover.
Who?
Oliver
Who?
Hoover.
Middle school.
Hammocks Middle School.
High school.
Felix Varela.
Did you go anywhere after that?
Miami-Dade for 2 years.
Good. Varela is like a college. There's what, 10,000? When you were there, the school is giant. 5,000 students. Isn't it huge?
More or less.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
So how'd you get into the real estate?
I went to a dinner with a girlfriend of mine, met some entrepreneurs, and they told me I'd be great in real estate. So they paid for my course, got into the course, did the class, passed the test, and here I am today.
So whoever these people, and did you go work for that company?
I did not. I did not.
And now you're with who?
I'm with Compass, with the Carroll Group.
What was this first house you sold?
My first house was a townhome. It was a for sale by owner. I door knocked it 3 months into the business for $265,000.
So you knocked down and says, I could sell your house for you.
Yeah, basically.
Wow. That's $265,000 you said?
Yes, that was my first
and
sale.
What's your latest house, the price of the last one you sold?
A little over $500,000. So I have a few right now pending. Total volume last year actually was $10 million worth of sales.
What was the most expensive house?
$1 million.
And you sell all of Dade County?
I do.
You live downtown, correct? Brickell down.
Yep.
I hate to use the word downtown, but it's for us people in the South End. So you live Brickell area. Do you sell mostly there? Or you sell all over, right? All over Dade County?
All over South Florida, actually.
When did you start full time in the real estate market?
So I started full time 2 years after I got my license. I got my license in 2016 and then went full time in 2018.
And the company you work with, where's your office located?
We have several. Aventura is the primary location that I use, and then we also have Coral Gables, Coconut Grove, Miami Beach.
But your office is in where?
Aventura.
Do you go up there often?
I do.
Traffic's crazy up there, isn't it?
It is.
It is.
Express lanes are a must for me.
But what people don't realize, if there's traffic, that means there's business. When there's no traffic, there's no business. So it's good that we have traffic because that keeps the commerce going.
100%. 100%. Especially now with everybody coming from different states into Miami. I mean, the traffic is unbearable, but we're moving, we're busy.
Right. What do you love most about real estate?
I love helping people. I really do. Meeting people on a daily basis, being able to deliver to them something that they maybe don't think they can achieve or get. So I go above and beyond for my clients, and I think that's probably the most important thing here, customer service and just being honest, earning their trust.
When these families come in and buy houses, do they sparkle and they say, that's the kid's room?
They do.
Do they feel that? Do you feel it?
Of course. Absolutely. And to actually be able to achieve that and make it happen for a family, I think that's just the most rewarding part.
What is your specialties in the real estate? Do you have a particular?
I'm really good at negotiating.
For the buyer or the seller? Both?
For both. Whichever side I'm representing, I definitely go above and beyond for them. I'm really aggressive, especially with my follow-ups. I don't like to take no for an answer. So I'll figure out a way to make it happen for my seller or my buyer.
In the real estate business, certain people, you feel better with townhouses, homes, high-end homes. Is there anything that you really love selling?
I sell all price points. I did join Compass with Chad Carroll specifically to better myself and improve with the price points, trying to get into the luxury market. But I will sell any price point. I'm not, discriminating any type of price point. I'll sell from $150,000 up to, whatever it is that we can find.
$10.5 million.
We have a listing right now for $37 million.
Where's that?
In Coral Gables.
Is that the one on the water?
Mm-hmm. It's a corner, private island almost. We also have another property for $18.9 million. So we have some pretty good listings, and they're actually selling. They're selling quickly. We have a lot of people coming in from New York with cash, a lot of people from California as well. So they're taking over our market.
So some people say this is a seller's market.
It is.
But isn't it a buyer's market because the interest is low? Too?
No, it's a seller's market because we don't have inventory. So it's beneficial for the buyer because interest rates are so low. But what's going on right now is we have no inventory. Anything that hits the market is flying within hours. And you have our lovely New Yorkers and, from California coming in with cash at hand, and they're just outbidding local buyers.
There's condos, there's family homes.
Single family homes, yep.
Single family homes.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any particular one that's hotter than the other?
Oh, 100% right now, single family homes. And even the condo market, which has been a buyer's market for a long time because we actually do have a lot of inventory, especially in Miami, since they're always building, even that is flying off the shelves right now.
Yeah, there's so many apartments and so many condos being built. Some were built as condos, now they're making apartments. Coral Gables is overflowing with new apartments coming in.
Oh, Coral Gables, Brickell, downtown, I mean, you name it. Sunny Isles, I mean, they're just not stopping, they're building and building, and even that market, even the condo market is just selling quickly. It's a market that South Florida has never seen, actually.
In the real estate market, it's knowing your product, knowing the marketplace. What do you feel better at? When somebody says, I need this location, do you study? What do you study about it?
Yeah, location, if they specify that they want to be close to a certain school for their kids, what areas they don't want to be in. So I just try to study everything that I can to make sure I find the right property and I'm delivering to them what they're actually looking for. Because the worst thing you can do is, take down some notes from a buyer and then send them everything that they don't want to see. Eventually, they will not want to work with you. They'll fire you. They'll go look for another agent.
People don't realize that you have a short-term contract with somebody.
You do. I think you have like one shot to impress someone if you're earning their trust and trying to gain their business. And you have to know what you're talking about. You have to know your product. So if they're going to go see a house, I try to do my due diligence before I show it to them, make sure I know conditions, major components like the roof, plumbing, electrical, and you try to find out some important things about a property like that before showing it to them.
When the piping was put in.
Yeah. And sometimes even, I like to be very honest with my customers, and I will tell them, I don't think this is the house for you. This is going to cost you too much money to fix. This is going to be a problem. And they appreciate that. It's not about the dollar signs for me. I'm not doing it for the money, the commission, getting paid is great, but I want to make sure my clients are taken care of.
Happy customers tell a lot of people.
100%.
When people come down, the out-of-towners, are they looking for schools? Do they, like some people go, I want my kid in private school. People from New York, that's where a lot of kids go to private school. So are they looking for private schools? Are they looking for better locations? Is there anything particularly out-of-towners are looking at?
I mean, a lot of the out-of-towners that I've been working with are more retired, so they're not looking for schools. I think it's more about location. They want something in front of the water, prime location, not so busy, not too loud, away from like the city nightlife sort of speak. So that's what I've been experiencing with the out-of-towners.
Do you speak Spanish?
Yes, I do.
Any other languages?
Only Spanish and English.
That's enough right now.
It is enough.
But in Sunny Isles, your office is right there. A lot of Russians moved there, correct?
Correct.
But it's changing. Aventura and Sunny Isles is revolving a lot. Now, so you work in Aventura, but you cover all of Dade County, correct?
Yes.
Now, families that come down, what's the average size? Do they have 2 kids, 3 kids? I'm just curious.
2 to 3. So you need on average like a 4 or 5 bedroom home.
What do you love most about the real estate? I asked that, but I'm curious again.
I always want to take care of my customers and deliver the best of the best for them. I love seeing people happy. I love earning their trust and especially building a relationship. Once you get to that closing table, that's not the end. That's the start. So
when you meet the decision makers, is it the male, female?
I have to give it to the ladies on this one. I always go to the wife first. I make sure that they're happy, that they're content, whatever they want. Does it
usually go that way?
It does.
It's pretty interesting, right?
Yep.
When people are house shopping, do they bring the kids with them?
They do. And they'll have the kids make the decision. They'll say, okay, is this the one? Is this the one you guys like? And if they say yes, it's a go. And if they say no, they're like, all right, we keep looking.
It's interesting when you look at a house as a consumer, you want to make sure that when you go there, buyers can't just look at it at 3 o'clock on a Sunday and say, this is perfect. They got to make sure the traffic patterns, is a cut through street, and you go through all that stuff with people.
Of course, and sometimes you'll even go and look at a property during rush hour on purpose. You want to see the type of traffic that's coming in and out during school zones and things like that. So that's, that's important to cover.
What was the farthest south house you sold? Kendall?
Homestead. Yeah.
That's another world for us, huh?
It is. It is, but it's a great market.
It's booming.
It is. It's growing tremendously. A lot of new construction, and it's a price point where a lot of people can purchase, and it's a quick deal. Less than 30 days to close them, and they're good quality homes.
Do you have a web page people can reach you at? How can people reach you? How do you want them to reach you?
So I have Instagram, Michelle Suegart _RE, and my Facebook page, Michelle Suegart.
We'll do Instagram. That'll be easier.
Yeah, perfect.
We'll put that in there. So how I met you, well, I didn't really meet you. You're at the gym, and Gabriel said, "You're the best." That's what he said to me.
Gabriel's amazing. Yes, and that's where we met. We met at Stunna's Fit. So I speak
Let's clarify
to him a
that.
lot.
I wasn't working out. You were working out. I was just attending.
I was working out, yes.
And I was just attending. That's
You
what
were.
Gabriel told me. I just attend. I don't do much. Okay. Have you made new friends?
Oh my God, I've met so many amazing people in this industry, in this business. I love what I do, and I'm surrounded by an amazing team. The Carroll Group, of course, I'm going to brag about them. They're the best of the best. And having Chad as a mentor is amazing, and the amount of support that we get in the team and to expand. We just want to grow and be the best of the best. We've already closed since January, since the year started, over $250 million in real estate. And
that's huge.
That's huge. Huge.
People don't realize that, I'm going to sell my house myself. People say that. Well, they don't realize you still have to hire an attorney. Still have to hire a bunch of things to make it work.
Right.
Then you have to, if they're not paying cash, then you have to figure out what finance company they're going to use. And so the realtor, it's worth the price. Am I correct?
100%. And I'm going to say it's not, not every realtor is a great agent, and it's unfortunate. Some people, are not ethical and they're not professional, but I think that's where, the buyer or the seller have to really do their due diligence and interview. It's like going to a doctor's appointment, but definitely it is so valuable to have an agent represent you in so many ways. There's so many things that are involved. It's not just putting up a for sale sign and, oh, okay, we're selling. So much goes wrong. It really does.
Exactly.
It's not perfect. It's not perfect at all. I have the most stressful files, but at the end of the day, there's always a way to find a solution to a problem, and you get the job done.
So people, if you have real estate interest, do you do commercial property also?
I do.
So single home, condos?
All residential.
All residential. Commercial, you can reach her on the Instagram. And she's born and raised in Miami?
Yes.
So that's important because you're not a fly-by-night. You're here for good?
For now, yeah.
I want you to look at that camera and close this out.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a pleasure, Grant. Thank you so much. And I look forward to doing more of these.
All right. Have a great